to another edition of KatSoup, the best and worst of internet humor on the radio. I'm Kat.
Yeehaw. And I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Kat. Looking good today.
Thank you. You too.
I think we should inform the audience that
No, we're not going to do that. No, I did not have surgery.
No,
I did not.
You got rid of your bangs. If you've seen on YouTube, you've got a cool
bangs.
different hairstyle. That's all I want to say.
I did side sweep.
Yeah, I like it.
And I spent extra time on my makeup today.
Okay. You look good. Okay, I wasn't going
thank you. Thank you.
I had zero time on my makeup. Maybe I should wear makeup. That's what we should have, a makeup person for our YouTube channel.
I think it's time.
Give me a lifestyle lift.
Costuming and makeup.
Yeah.
Do we have budget for that, Dave? No, we have.
Oh, that means no.
We have no.
Zero. That was a Certs commercial. I didn't know.
It was, yeah.
Okay.
You know what Sunday is?
Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day.
Yes.
Yeah. You were just telling me a story about your mother.
Yeah.
So what would you say was your mother's best, trait or talent? What was the best thing about your mom?
Well, my mom always told it like it was. She used to take her cigarette out of her mouth and point to me and go, "Look, I'm your mother. I'm not your best friend, okay?" And, I mean, that, when a mother does that, it's like, I'm doing it because I want you to go out into the world and be your own person. That's what I did.
It worked.
It did.
You kind of speak your mind. That's good.
It did.
Yeah.
I don't smoke like my mom did, but a lot of people, people tell me, do you get this? My mom is my best friend. And if my mom heard that, she would just cringe.
I don't think my mom would have liked that.
Because I didn't tell my mom everything. Because it's your mom, right?
Yeah.
What
I would cringe
if
my son said that about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he has.
I mean, you're a great mother and everything, but I mean, there's certain things that you don't tell your parents, And
eventually comes out, though.
It does? Like what?
Eventually. Well, if you have siblings, especially, because they tattle on you eventually.
I know.
Yeah, now that Joe's older, he likes to point out the things that he did in his youth that I never found out about. Like, he was shopping with a friend in Walmart, and the friend got nabbed for shoplifting.
Well, what happened to him?
Well, he didn't do anything. I mean, he had bought a bag of marshmallows or something and had the receipt.
Gosh.
He had no idea that his friend had done that because he just slipped something in his pocket. And so, they take him back in the room and all that. And they were just like, yeah, you're fine. You can go home. So he left.
And he never told you that?
Left his friend. No.
Until recently?
Which would be, 20 years later? Yeah.
Wow. The statute of limitations.
Yes, it ran out, so he could tell me, definitely.
Wow. How about you yourself with your mom?
Oh, my mom, Isabel.
Her name.
Her big thing, I named a dog after her one time, just so I could say,
a dog?
Bad Isabel, bad Izzy, bad. My mother's philosophy on life was pretty is as pretty does.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Well, supposedly what you do is pretty, but that I don't know if that was accurate because we had to be done. We had the right hair and the right clothes and the right lipstick and the right. Yeah, she was all about that. And she was like Martha Stewart. She could do anything in the kitchen, crafty stuff, all that.
She enjoyed it though.
Yeah, very creative. That's where I got my.
Did it rub off on you then? Well, you're creative yourself.
Yeah.
You're just like your mom. Well, maybe not.
Okay, them's fighting words.
We'll see you next week, everybody. Hit the close, Dave, quick.
So I have
Why are women like that? Every time I say that to a woman, you're just like your mom. Most women cringe. They go, "How dare you?"
I don't know.
A woman and her mother, the relationship is different.
There's that thing.
Yeah, it's different.
Sons always love their mothers. Girls sometimes not.
Yeah, I know. I just never understood.
I respected her, but and I loved her, but I don't want to be like her.
Well, you are your own person. I mean, you are.
Yes, I am.
What was that look?
I have a trivia question about Mother's Day. This is from elderhealth.com.
Elder Health?
Elder Health.
Oh, my gosh.
Health tips for older people. Do you know, Alex?
No.
When was the first Mother's Day?
I don't know. Probably, I'm going to take a guess. I'll probably be wrong. Around World War II, like around that era.
Well, look.
Oh, okay, here it is. Okay.
I found the answer to that.
I was wrong.
You were wrong.
And Mother's Day was first celebrated in 1907. Wow, by Anna Jarvis at Andrews Methodist Episcopal Church in Grafton, West Virginia. I didn't know that. In West Virginia, she wanted to honor her mother, Ann Reeves Jarvis, who was a peace activist, everybody, who cared for wounded soldiers and created the day originally as a way for mothers to protest war.
Yeah.
Wow, what an overachiever.
So Mother's Day is all about protesting.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I better get a sign.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, I had no idea. No idea. So it was interesting.
You know, is that something that people acknowledge? I'm old, so I'm going to go to Elder Health. I mean, I don't know. Is that a popular website?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't look to see if they were popular. They had really cool stuff about mothers. They had a whole bunch of stuff about Mother's Day. So, yeah.
All right, good.
Our word for the day, our curious word, is also from Elder Health. And this is something that I used to say all the time. The word, well, it's two words, prego brain. Do you know what prego brain is?
No, never heard of that.
Well, there's facts behind this. A mother's brain can physically shrink during pregnancy, but will grow back to its normal size within 6 months after giving birth. No, a lot of times when you're pregnant, you kind of get dingy about things. Yeah,
really?
I got very forgetful and just.
Why is that?
Because your brain shrinks. This is people always talk about prego brain, but there's actual scientific evidence that women's brains shrink a little bit while they're pregnant.
Oh, I thought it had to do with the spaghetti sauce. It's pregnant brain. Pregnant brain, not prego.
No, it's prego, but with two G's. Oh, Alex. You got me.
I hate laughing at my own jokes.
Yes, somebody has to.
It's in there. So your brain really shrunk.
It really did.
When did it come back?
I'm not sure
That's not an insult.
I'm not sure it did. It says 6 months, but I don't know. There might be some people that.
Did you actually feel like you were forgetting or forgetful?
Oh, it was terrible.
Did you recognize your son? I mean, how bad did it get?
Well, he wasn't born yet. That's because I was still pregnant.
Oh, I thought it lasted after you gave birth. I thought it kept going on.
Like 6 months, but.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you working at the time? Were you able to do a job afterwards?
I worked up until the moment I dropped the kid.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're raw. You're tough.
And the thing, he was born on a Saturday, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I have to be in a meeting on Tuesday.
Jeez.
So, yeah.
You had him around your schedule, which is always good.
And I was in my meeting on Tuesday. Yeah.
Wow. That wheeled you in a hospital bed in a gurney.
Oh, no. They throw you out of the hospital.
Do they? Yeah.
Really quick. Yeah.
Who told you about prego brain? I'm just curious. Is that something that's just known?
Mom knows. Yeah, moms know about this.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Women know about this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do men know about it?
Apparently not. We're 1 for 1 so far, so I don't know.
Wow.
So, Alex.
Yes.
How do you know whether or not you're ready to be a mother? Well, not you necessarily, but how does a woman know if she's
God
ready?
knows I've tried. I don't know. How do you know when you're ready to be a mother? Is it nurturing? Something has to do with that?
No, there are tests.
What do you mean? Like
this is from
tests?
Yeah, this is from Wired.com. I think it was Wired.com. No, it wasn't. It was from Cracked.com.
Does it involve just like cognitive type stuff?
Well, we're going to see here.
Okay.
Because you get to do the first one is a toy test.
Oh, okay. Here it is, a toy test. Obtain a 55-gallon drum of Legos. If Legos are not available, you may substitute roofing tacks. Okay, so you have a friend spread them all over the house. Put on a blindfold, then try to walk to the bathroom or the kitchen. Now, do not scream. This could wake a child up at night.
For all of us that have stepped on our kids' Legos because they didn't put them away, ouch.
Sharp.
The next one is the grocery store test.
Okay.
Borrow 1 or 2 small animals. Goats are best. Probably pygmy goats are best. And take them with you as you shop at the grocery store. Always keep them in sight and pay for anything they eat or damage.
That's a good one.
This one's good, too.
How about the night test? Prepare by obtaining a small cloth bag and fill it with 8 to 12 pounds of sand. Okay, so you soak it thoroughly in water. At 8 o'clock at night, begin to waltz and hum with the bag until 9 o'clock p.m. Then lay down your bag and set your alarm for 10 p.m. Get up, pick up your bag, and sing every song you have ever heard. Make up about a dozen more and sing these too until 4 o'clock in the morning. Set the alarm for 5 a.m., get up, and make breakfast. Keep this up for 5 years. Look cheerful. Boy, that's a lot. That is a lot. Look cheerful.
The looking cheerful part, I'm not sure that I did that very well. But yes.
Prego. I can't get over the Prego
At least it doesn't, the bag doesn't cry, at least.
Yeah.
That would be bad. There's one more test.
The Prego test.
No.
Oh.
Close. This is the physical test.
Ooh. Okay.
Obtain a large beanbag chair and attach it to the front of your clothes. Leave it there for 9 months. Now, remove 10 of the beans.
10. Hey, don't they have something like that in high school where the guys, I've seen that before on TV, where they simulate, so they know what it's like for a woman to be pregnant. They put on this heavy, oh
yeah?
Have you seen that?
No, I have not seen that.
Yeah, that's a lot of high schools do, and they have to wear that, all day. And the teenage guys always say, "Gosh, I don't know how they can do it. This is so heavy. I don't know how women can do this."
Is it like birth control? Is it supposed to?
It just shows a young guy.
Don't do this.
What a woman goes through as far as weight, and
that's nice.
It's just, and they have a big bump and everything, and
that's good.
And then they have to take care of the child. Then, so they have a little doll that they have to carry around school all the time. It's a certain class they have. It's really interesting.
We had to carry around an egg.
Oh yeah,
make sure
in our
the
high
egg
school
doesn't break.
Yeah. In our high school too. I didn't do it.
How many? I was gonna say, how many eggs did you go through?
I don't know, but why did you break yours or crack yours?
We're not going to talk about it.
Was there a consequence if you did that?
Thank goodness eggs were cheap back then.
They don't do that anymore.
So we were talking about things that we got from our mom.
Yeah.
Like you said, direct, and mine is the creative thing.
Yeah.
There are actually genetic traits that we get only from mom. It only comes from the mom side.
Okay.
And this is from DNAcenter.com.
Okay.
And some of these were also on medicinenet. No, medicinenet.com. Yeah.
So these are traits that we
only moms give us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The first one is the ability to lose weight. Well, thanks, Mom. And it's actually the type of fat cells. There's a white fat cell and a brown fat cell. And the one is the stubborn one that you can't get rid of. And yes, my weight is all around the same place as my mother's weight was. So that's definitely.
You're so good at science. I could never figure that out. You try to lose weight, but it's difficult, Well, it is for me. How about the ability to focus? If mother has lower levels of serotonin, your ability to focus, that's true.
That explains our ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that over there?
I don't know.
Oh, Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Somebody walked in the studio. You were saying? There's a good example.
The third one is intelligence. There's no explanation about that, but yes, you are more likely to inherit your level of intelligence from your mother than from your father.
Do you believe that?
I don't know.
I always thought it's
my parents
half and half,
both
right?
pretty sharp, so.
Yeah.
My mother had 7 kids, so she had some intelligence.
Okay. So, anyways.
So yeah.
If you're a redhead, you might have inherited your ability to withstand stinging pain better than blondes and brunettes.
That's crazy.
I've heard the opposite. I've heard that people who are redheaded, they're more sensitive.
Oh.
And here it says, they have the ability to withstand
stinging pain, like needles and stuff.
Yeah, I mean I don't understand it. Have you ever heard that?
No, I have not.
I haven't heard this
either.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
This one, mitochondrial diseases, which are Alzheimer's, muscular dystrophy, Lou Gehrig's disease, diabetes, and cancer. You have more of a chance of developing those things if your mother had any of them, or on your mother's side of the family.
Doesn't that have to do with your heart? It's mito, not micro. I'm thinking of micro.
No.
Okay. No. Well, maybe I have one of those. I'll get back to you on that one.
We could guess which one.
Just point to our script. Which one? How about color blindness, especially if you're a male? This is true. I used to work at a men's retail store a long time ago, and they told us that 40% of males have some type of color blindness, and it's usually taupes and browns.
Yes, my dad thought that brown and green were the same thing.
Yeah, and I didn't know that until other customers would come to the store, men, and I would say, well, what about this, blue, and they just couldn't see it. And I thought, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
But then when they told me.
My dad always wanted black socks. Always.
Because he knew what it was.
But he would come home with green and blue as well because he thought they were all black. Yeah.
You know what they did at the men's store? Like Garanimals, they used to put like this matches this. Yeah. Like, A matches A, B matches B. So guys knew the tailors would. Yeah. Okay.
There is a guy on Channel 3, if you're watching. He was on the other day and he had a striped tie, a plaid shirt, and a paisley pocket square. That
really
didn't even have the same colors. Well, sort of. Maybe they were bluish. But yeah. I don't know how you explain that. Yes. I don't know how you explain. He's great. He's one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he was on the air. I'm thinking, who dressed you this morning? Oh my goodness. It was a little loud, to say the least.
I get dressed in the dark a lot. I do, really, in the morning. Or it's really dim because I don't like to, but all my stuff matches, so it doesn't matter what I put on.
That helps.
It's different for women though. Probably you have to put something on that matches.
Yeah.
Definitely. You match today. You probably cannot work at Channel 3.
No, probably not.
You match every. No. Okay.
No. So
maybe Channel 8.
I sent you a text yesterday with a sad face.
Did you?
I did. Remember? Because we had to take a class at work about AI.
Oh yeah.
About generative AI, and so I'm doing this. And we can now use ChatGPT at work. And I've used it a little bit, but So I'm taking this class, and it was talking about how you can have it write poems and things.
Oh, okay.
So I just, said something funny about Mother's Day. And it came up with a top 10 list of songs for Mother's Day. And I texted you, and I was like, you don't need me anymore. We're just going to write the whole thing. Because I did. I punched in, write me a podcast about Mother's Day.
Wow.
Half an hour long. It was only like 15 minutes, but yeah, we're using a couple things from it, but yeah, so
you got a few things that you thought were humorous.
Yeah.
It was humorous.
Well, now you guys decide.
Okay.
This is
our
from
studio
AI,
audience here.
But these are the top 10 list songs for Mother's Day.
Okay.
And number 10 is Because It's 9 p.m. and I Said Eat the Banana.
See, that's funny.
Yeah.
Eat a banana.
Eat a banana. Sorry. Yeah.
And number 9, snacks at home, a grocery store ballad. Now that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Number 8, you'll understand when you're a parent or when you pay rent. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
It was a joke and a pun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 7, wear a jacket or catch these chills and my disappointment. Wear a jacket or catch these chills.
I'm not sure what the melody if that would be. Yes.
That's odd.
Number 6, I think my mom said this. Money doesn't grow on trees, but guilt does.
Well, did she say that too? My mom used to say money doesn't.
My mother was the travel agent for guilt trips.
Okay, and number 5. Don't make that face. I'll stick auto-tune version.
It'll stick.
It'll stick, not I'll stick.
The auto-tune version. That was good.
Yeah.
Number 4. I brought you into this world, and I can take your Wi-Fi away.
That's funny.
They get better.
Number 3. Hence, that's why we're climbing the list here.
Yeah,
it's funny. Yeah. Number 3. Clean your room like Beyonce is coming over. Now, that's funny.
Yes. And this one, I heard my mom say this, first part of this. If all your friends jumped off a bridge, I'd still ground you. If all your friends jumped, all my friends are wearing makeup, Mom. Why can't I? Well, if your friends all jumped off a bridge, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if all your friends jumped off a bridge, I'd still ground you.
And the number 1 song to Mother's Day.
Because I Said So, the remix.
The remix. That's good. Now that was all AI.
That was all AI. Yeah.
They get that from all over, don't they? Like jokes, AI goes into whatever and just
all the
gathers
billions and billions pieces of data that's on the internet, and they go and they pull stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
How was the class? Did you learn a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I work with AI.
Yeah.
I was an AI writer for Google.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I learned a few things.
Good.
You can now get ChatGPT attached to your Word documents and to your Teams. And so you can add, like, if you're not paying attention during a meeting in Teams, you turn ChatGPT on, and at the end of the meeting, you can say, can you summarize what everybody was saying for an hour and a half? And it gives it to you in a couple paragraphs.
Wow.
Tells you if your name was mentioned.
Like Cliff Notes type thing instantly.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So that part, I had not known about that before.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
What if you had that in college?
Oh, yeah.
That's dangerous. But now they say professors know now, or they have something where they know if
you can
kids
detect you can detect AI if they've written something with AI.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You know.
We have a joke.
Okay. You got really serious there for a second.
And you get to be, this is going to be complicated, Alex.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be fine.
Oh,
I
boy.
promise. So
I'm getting a little nervous.
So I get to be the mom.
Is my eye twitching?
A little bit.
Thank you.
I'm the mom. You get
yeah.
to be the dad.
Okay.
Kid number 1 and kid number 2.
Oh, my God.
And the announcer.
I don't know how I'm going to do all 4.
I don't know. Probably with the same voice.
We'll have to pull Dave in or something. We'll have to. Okay.
You can do this, Alex. I know you can.
Okay. All right.
So the scene
I feel confident.
Mom is relaxing on the couch.
Okay.
Dad and the kids walk in looking very proud on Mother's Day.
Okay, close your eyes. This is the dad talking. Okay, close your eyes. We've got your Mother's Day gift ready.
Oh, I love surprises.
We thought really hard. He sounds like Jerry Lewis, kind of. Hey, lady. We thought really hard about what you wanted the most. Laughing. And kid 2 says, and we agreed on the perfect thing.
That kid was like 40 years old, maybe.
I know.
Yeah.
And then here's me as an announcer. They hand her a small wrapped box. She opens it to find a universal TV remote.
A remote?
Yes, because now you finally have control over the TV, dear.
But I already have a remote.
Yeah, but this one actually works. We programmed it to mute Dad when he starts explaining movie plots. Plots. I had too much sugar.
And then Dad says,
wait, what? That's not...
And they mute him, and he can't say anymore. And Mom says, best gift ever.
That's cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from ScaryMommy.com.
Oh, I thought that was from AI.
No, that one was from Scary Mommy.
Okay, cool. Oh, look at all these.
Yeah, so
different messages and stuff.
You know my obsession with funny text.
Yeah, you love it.
So I found some mom ones.
All right.
So you get to be...
The green part. You
get to be
answering.
the green. Yes, you get to be the green part on this one.
Okay.
On this one. I think on that one. Yes, you get to be the green
They're colored part. For people on.
Yes.
So you're going to be. Yeah. Is this mom? Your mom talking?
I'm mom. Okay. Yes. So I'm texting my son. You.
Okay. Oh, your son. Okay.
Your great aunt just passed away. LOL.
Why is that funny?
It's not funny, David. What do you mean?
Mom, LOL means laughing out loud.
Oh, my goodness. I sent that to everyone. I thought it meant lots of love. I have to call everyone back. Oh, God.
I have to call everyone back.
Lots of love. Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is there probably are people who do that, who don't know what you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You know, by the way, not to get off the subject, but sometimes people text me abbreviations. I have no idea what they are. I have to get online and type them in.
It took me a while. IKR took me forever.
Yeah, and I put ATM a lot at the moment. ATM, and you'd be surprised when my friends come back and say, "What are you doing at an ATM?" I'm like, "It's at the moment."
Yeah, I don't think I knew that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean things like that. I don't.
Yeah, the texting is difficult sometimes.
It is.
Yeah. So we have one more.
All right. Is this the same one? The mom and the. No.
We can pretend it is, sure.
Okay. Mom, where are you?
Leaving Walmart, halfway home. Why, sweetie?
Sorry.
Why are you asking?
You brought me to Walmart with you.
Oh, darn. I'll be there in a bit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different one.
No, that's the end of it. Yeah. So this relates to what we just said.
I didn't even know what I read. Okay.
So I'm
You brought
mom
me
again.
to Walmart with you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Leaving Walmart, halfway home. Why, sweetie? Because you brought me to Walmart with you.
Oh, she left them there. Okay. That one went really fast.
You know how we inherited ADHD from our parents? Case in point.
We talked about that a little while ago. The mother.
What does IDKLY and TTLYL mean?
I don't know. Love you. Talk to you later.
Okay, I'll ask your sister.
Do you ever use LY?
No.
I don't either.
No.
I know people do. See, that's a good example of stuff that, you know, people use. Okay.
We have some classifieds from Morning Brew.
All right. We love this
The
one.
wackiest headlines from the week as they would appear in a classified section.
Okay.
Have nothing really to do with this one. Doesn't have anything to do with Mother's Day.
Okay.
But this is in search of a coin collector. A Texas highway had to be shut down for 14 hours this week after a semi-truck carrying 8 million brand new dimes tipped over and scattered them across the road. The shiny mess was cleaned up with a heavy-duty vacuum used to suck up sewage spills, which made the freshly minted coins nearly as dirty as the ones in circulation.
Heavy-duty vacuums.
Yeah.
Are dimes worth anything nowadays? I don't know.
I think they're worth 10 cents.
Yeah. Well, maybe less.
Here's a Mother's Day one, though, that I found. Mother's
Day gift idea. A group of luxury brands and biotech companies claims to be creating the first bag made of extinct T-Rex leather by extracting collagen from ancient fossils. Finally, something to match your great auk boots. What's that? Great auk boots?
Yeah, those big, fuzzy, muckluck kind of looking boot.
Oh, what do they call those? Those are...
Great auk boots.
Oh, they call them... we
made Dave laugh and go like this. So that was really good.
They call them something. They're big, brown, and furry.
You're in rare form today.
No, they call them, I swear to God, they call them something else. They don't call them,
Moving on.
What's auk mean?
I know you love Board Panda signs. So
I changed the subject, Kat. I don't know what auk means.
No, we're moving on. On. From Board Panda.
Yeah.
Okay, this one, I love that one.
She's pointing at it. She means business now. She's pointing with her fingers.
Like, stop talking, Alex. Read. No, this one's actually mine.
Okay.
So, you know, when you ask somebody where they want to go for dinner?
Yeah.
So this restaurant is actually named, Where Do You Want to Go? I Don't Care. Bar and Grill.
Doesn't that drive you crazy when people say that? I don't care. Where do you want to go? I don't care.
Yeah.
That's a good name for one.
Mm-hmm. This one I picked out just for you.
Okay, it's an ice cream sign with an ice cream cone. Graphic on top. It says, ice cream, you scream, the police come. It's awkward.
I like that one.
That one's
was cute.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It's awkward. AUK. Auk.
Word.
The boot. Remember the auk boot?
Exactly.
All right. That's
exactly. So our headline today is about a dog attack.
Yeah. Lower Duck Pond. What is that?
I don't know. But
Lithia Park, Ashland.
I don't know if it's Ashland, Ohio or not.
I don't know. I don't think so. Police responded to a report of 2 dogs running loose and attacking ducks at about 11:20 a.m. Sunday. The officer cited a resident for the loose dogs. The duck refused medical treatment and left the area, according to police records. That's definitely not Ashland, Ohio.
That is all we have for today.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I'm Kat.
And I'm Alex.
And together we are
Awkward.
KatSoup. Yes, we are very awkward, but we're also KatSoup. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Yes.
Where can they listen to us and see us, Alex?
Kat, they can listen to at WEYE Radio.net. Also KatSoup on Spotify. Don't forget KatSoup on Facebook. And then we're on YouTube at KatSoup on the Radio. All one word on YouTube. And then, of course, at KatSoup on...
Yes, Instagram.
Oh, is this a new one on Instagram?
I learned how to use the Instagram.
So it's KatSoup on the Radio on Instagram, too.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, and if you want to email us, it's katsoupontheradio@gmail.com.
Okay. Why don't you clear that up?
Have a good week.
Bye, everybody.